It was the third year of my intermittent amnesia when I overheard my husband, Leo Maxwell, chatting with one of his brothers. Dude, seriously, your wife blacks out every few months. You're having us take turns pretending to be you. What if one of us actually falls for her? Leo swirled the whiskey in his glass, that cocky smirk plastered on his face. Relax. Clara's frigid. As long as you don't hit on her, she's not gonna be looking for that kind of action. Just a heads up, though, Leo continued. Play your parts, but keep your hands to yourselves. She's still my wife after all, and when I'm done screwing around, I'm gonna come back home. For the past 3 years, every man who'd held my hand, kissed me, even shared my bed after my memory lapses wasn't actually Leo. 3 years. 9 memory wipes. 9 stand-in husbands. What they didn't know was that I'd faked my amnesia for 2 years. I heard the front door open and my 9th husband walked in, catching me while I was zoning out on the couch. His voice was warm and smooth. Clara, I'm home. I looked up at the guy in the doorway, faking a confused frown. Who are you? Are you my husband? I thought my husband's name was Leo Maxwell. He froze for a split second, then stuttered. No, I'm a friend of your husband's. Don't worry, Clara. I'll call Leo right now and have him come home. He scrambled toward the balcony, phone clutched in his hand. Leo, it happened. Again. Clara's got amnesia. Who's up next? Get your ass over here and relieve me. I eavesdropped from behind the curtains, listening to the guys in the speaker pushing back. Dude, Clara is way too clingy. You gotta watch her 24/7. No thanks. Yeah, she's great, but damn, she's intense. A guy needs some freedom, you know? Why don't you just go home yourself, Leo? No way, Leo drawled. I'm not done having fun. Who's gonna take my shift? Come on, bros before hoes, right? Then a voice cut through the complaining. I'll do it. It was Sawyer Grant, Leo's best friend. Sawyer was famous for being a total ice king. The guy had been single since birth, or so the rumor said. When Leo first proposed the whole fake husband scheme, Sawyer was the first to object. Why was he suddenly playing along? 30 minutes later, the door clicked open. Sawyer stepped inside, silhouetted against the hall light. Clara, I'm home. His voice, usually so controlled, had a hint of something raw in it. I stood up, staring at this tall, drop-dead gorgeous man. You're my husband, Leo Maxwell? Yeah, Sawyer mumbled, clearing his throat. Sorry, I was working late tonight. Right then, his phone rang. Sawyer gave me a quick apologetic glance and went out to the balcony. I heard Leo's voice, all casual. Oh, hey Sawyer, I forgot to tell you. Just hold her hand, give her a hug, but don't you dare bang her, alright? She's still my wife, after all. Got it, Sawyer said, his voice deep. For 3 years, no matter how the guys played Leo, they never crossed the line beyond holding hands and hugging. For 3 years, there were never any pictures around the house. No identifying information. I was an orphan. Because of the amnesia, I had no friends. They all figured I was too clueless to catch on. I pretended to be, but this time, I wanted to change the rules of the game. I walked over and wrapped my arms around Sawyer's waist. Honey, even though I can't remember anything, seeing you just feels right. You have to be my husband. I squeezed him tight, letting my hand linger against his abs. Sawyer tensed, then awkwardly pushed me away. What's wrong? I asked, all innocent. Honey, do you not like me now that I have amnesia? No, Sawyer said, his eyes darting around. I do. I reached out and unbuttoned his shirt, letting my hand brush against his chest. Honey, it's so cold. Want to go to bed and warm up? Sawyer's Adam's apple bobbed. Okay. That night, Sawyer and I shared a bed. We both knew what was going on, but neither of us said a word. The next day, Sawyer took me to a bar, saying he wanted me to get reacquainted with his friends. As soon as we walked into the private room, I spotted Leo making out with some blonde. Sawyer cleared his throat, interrupting them. Leo looked up, startled, then slowly stood up. Hey, I'm Sawyer Grant, Leo's childhood friend, Leo said, smoothly. And this is my girlfriend, Heidi Bliss. Okay, I said, pointedly not shaking his hand. Heidi, of course. Leo's high school sweetheart. They'd broken up because of family stuff, but then reconnected while I was supposedly losing my mind. She was the reason Leo wasn't ready to come home. Leo's other friends were there, the ones who'd taken turns playing my husband. They all acted like nothing was wrong, cracking jokes. Clara, you lost your memory again? Leo's such a good guy, sticking by you no matter what. Yeah, Clara, you're so lucky to have him. I gave them a sarcastic smile. Sawyer pulled me down onto the couch next to him. As soon as we sat down, I picked up a piece of fruit and fed it to him. Honey, eat up. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see Leo watching us. I leaned close to Sawyer's ear, nibbling on his earlobe. Honey, you were so hard last night. It hurt so good. Sawyer froze, awkwardly squeezing my hand. Babe, not here. Leo was gripping his glass so hard his knuckles were white. Heidi, sitting next to him, was all sweetness and shade. Clara, you're amazing. You got the one guy in our circle who's totally immune to women wrapped around your finger. Leo's friends coughed nervously, trying to cover up. That just shows how much Clara and Leo love each other. Yeah, even when she can't remember things, they still have that spark. I saw Leo knock back his drink, his face dark. A wave of satisfaction washed over me. I got up and went to the bathroom. Heidi was waiting for me when I came out. As we passed, she accidentally spilled her entire glass of red wine all over me. Oops, so sorry, my hand slipped. Oops, I slapped her across the face. Sorry, my hand slipped too. That's when I heard Leo roar. Clara, what the hell are you doing? He stormed over. Heidi immediately ran into his arms, sobbing. Honey, I just accidentally spilled wine on Clara, and she freaked out and hit me. I think I'm gonna pass out. Leo's face was thunderous. Apologize to Heidi. I scoffed. Who are you to tell me what to do? Clara Maxwell. Leo was furious. What happened to you after you lost your memory? You're acting like a crazy bitch. What I do is none of your damn business. I turned to leave, then Leo kicked me in the back of my knee, hard, and I went down, falling onto the floor. Clara, don't think you can do whatever you want just because you're a flake. Apologize to Heidi right now. looking up at him, at this man I'd once thought I knew. I felt this mix of sadness and disgust. I was an orphan. Leo was all I had in this world. We'd been together since college. A decade. He'd proposed, promising to love and protect me forever, swearing he'd never betray me. Now, he was cheating on me and physically hurting me for some other woman. All those promises, all those sweet words, were a joke. I was still on the ground when I heard Sawyer's voice, icy and lethal. Get away from her. I pulled myself up, slapped Leo across the face, and ran into Sawyer's arms. Honey, your friend is so mean. He hurt me. Sawyer's face was a mask, his eyes warning. Don't touch her. Leo clenched his jaw. Heidi, still in Leo's arms, sneered. Trailer trash hooking up with a cuck? How pathetic. Shut up. Leo and Sawyer said it at the same time. Heidi, Clara might be in the wrong, but you don't get to talk to her like that. Leo's voice was cold. Sawyer frowned, giving Heidi a look. Don't let me hear you say anything like that about Clara again. He grabbed me and we left. We went straight home. As soon as we walked in, I wrapped my arms around Sawyer's waist, letting my hands wander over his stomach. Honey, you were so amazing back there, protecting me. I love it. Sawyer's ears turned pink. I'm glad. I reached for his belt buckle. Honey, it's freezing in here. How about we work up a sweat? It's still early. Who says we need a reason to sleep together? I kissed his throat, whispering, honey, I have amnesia. I can't remember what sex feels like. Can you help me remember? Sawyer's Adam's apple bobbed. Clara, don't. I pushed him back onto the couch. Sawyer struggled for a second, then flipped us over, pinning me down. From the afternoon until late at night, Sawyer was like a wild animal. I was exhausted. As I drifted off to sleep, I heard Sawyer whisper, Clara, do you really not remember? I wanted to say something, but I didn't. Did it even matter anymore? I wanted to ask Sawyer too. Why did he get involved? The next day, Sawyer took me to the hospital for a checkup. We ran into Leo and Heidi in the lobby. Heidi called out to us, Clara, Sawyer, Leo, what a surprise. She rubbed her stomach, showing off. I'm here for a checkup. We're expecting. What about you? Sawyer glanced at her, his voice flat. Just getting Clara checked out. Leo didn't say anything, but his eyes were fixed on our joined hands. Then, his gaze moved up, and he saw the marks on my neck. What happened to your neck? His voice was sharp. I looked at Sawyer, batting my eyelashes. You'll have to ask my husband. Leo turned to Sawyer, his eyes dark. I took the opportunity to leave. I have a CT scan to do. I'll leave you two to talk. After I left, Heidi went into the ultrasound room. Once we were alone, Leo glared at Sawyer. Did you sleep with her? Sawyer lit a cigarette through the smoke. He mumbled, no. Then what's on her neck? Sawyer paused. Mosquito bites. Leo frowned, not convinced. Sawyer blew out a stream of smoke. What if I did? You don't want to be with her anyway. Why don't you just get a divorce? Leo was furious. No way. I've known Clara for years. I still care about her. It's just, Heidi's pregnant. I can't leave her now. Wow. Sawyer scoffed. You're a real piece of work, Leo. Leo was silent for a moment. Sawyer, when Clara loses her memory again, let's switch back. We'll see. Getting no response, Leo was even more uneasy. He stared at Sawyer. I don't like the way you look at Clara. You have to promise me you won't touch her. Sawyer dropped his cigarette and was about to say something when I walked over, holding my CT scan. Honey, good news. The doctor said my brain is fine. I won't lose my memory again. Leo was stunned. That's impossible. Sawyer, on the other hand, looked happy. That's great, baby. Let's go home and celebrate. I took Sawyer's arm and we started to leave. Leo grabbed my hand. Clara, don't go. I snapped. Mr. Grant, I know you're my husband's friend, but grabbing me like that is inappropriate. I pulled away, and we left. Back home, Sawyer couldn't wait to get me into the bedroom. His kisses were hard and desperate. Clara, let's be together forever, okay? In the darkness, I whispered, okay. Hearing that, Sawyer was like an animal, claiming me over and over. As we reached the climax, the lights flicked on. Leo stood in the doorway, his face dark and his fists clenched.